You're gonna fire up,
Testy,
baby.
testy, 1, 2.
You hear everybody?
Testing,
We
testing
lit.
info.
No paperwork, baby, in the building. We live today.
All right.
Again.
What's pop? I know there was no sound. Now there's sound, so we're gonna go 1, 2.
Oh, hold on.
Testy, testy, 1, 2. There you go.
Oh, we lit, huh?
All right, hold on.
Yeah, get us on, baby. Found it.
I'm hella loud too. I probably don't even got it.
Cut the volume. What's up? No paperwork. Dopest podcast cooking.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, we in there though.
And we live.
Live.
Y'all introduce yourselves so I don't mess nobody's names up.
Guys, good. They call me Kilmore. Instagram Kilmore925 with an X on the up.
Yeah. There you
That's a crazy name. Kill me.
Talking to Mike, you ain't talking to Mike.
Yeah, nah, they call me Kilmore. You feel me? Follow me Instagram Kilmore925. Feel me? I'm the owner of the booking management agency that we just put together this comedy show for Joe Bob and the Comedy Trap House.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? The Untouchables Talent Booking Agency.
Oh yeah.
I mean, tap in. We got a lot more going
You'll
on.
be the man to get a hold of.
Yeah. And if
Look
you're a
up.
talent, if you're Venmo, if you're Venmo,
We
hey,
send
you can,
them.
hey, you can
You
reach me
got
through
Venmo,
Venmo.
take
Though.
tips?
Hey, talent vendors, you know what I mean? Models, you can hit me up. I'm gonna go through my sister right here. You feel me? Like we got everything going. We're just trying to move.
Oh, and who's your sister right here?
Hey, she's too beautiful. Let me
Aw.
introduce her. Come on.
Maria Martinez from Richmond, California.
Rich.
Yeah,
Rich.
From
Maria.
Big Rich 510.
Rich. What?
What's the name of your company?
Divine Models.
Divine
Yeah,
Models.
we got a beautiful ladies.
Yeah, you
Big,
bought one.
great
I see
team
it. I
right
see
here.
that
Beautiful
shit.
Nana. She's the manager of the Valley. She's gonna take care of all the Valley.
Like
models.
around here, the valley.
It's more like, yeah.
Whatever.
20916.
This fool's looking for a house now. It's
Yeah.
209 now.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Shutting down everywhere though.
I'm about to sell a
530.
home.
So anybody needs birthday, they have events, they need bottle service, bottles, promos.
Music
We,
video.
you know what? We were gonna redo my birthday in like a week.
Yeah.
We're gonna redo my birthday.
It's about to be all our birthdays in a second. You feel me?
Yeah, car shows, we got all that going on. So we got a lot going on in the future. So
So what tell us about Joe Bob's Comedy Trap House. So that was like the first show that you guys actually put like were part of, right? As
Right.
far as your company, Divine Models.
right.
Well, y'all was the models that was there.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, all the ladies there were Divine Models. All
Those
of
are
them.
your asses.
Yes.
Dope.
Yeah.
They brought the show too. I'm not gonna lie. They brought the show.
Thank you.
So,
Yeah, for those of y'all that missed out on Joe Bob's Comedy Trap House, man, it was lit.
I'm not
It
gonna lie.
was,
Yeah.
it
For
was a-
everybody that missed out on that show, I feel bad for you.
dude, it was a packed house. It was in Richmond. It was a whole bunch of homies in there. Like, I
From
mean,
everywhere,
it was
man.
all love.
Yeah.
It was no drama.
Yeah.
You know, we had the bomb comedians, a
Yeah.
table service. It was dope. And Divine Models was there.
Yeah.
We went live, but the audio was kind of messed up, right?
Yeah.
So,
Never hear nothing.
yeah. So we figured out what we're gonna do next time. We have a plan.
Well, when did
And,
you? So I didn't make it to the event,
Yeah.
but I heard it. It was on. I could hear it. What you mean you could hear that?
Well, you couldn't hear the
Comedian.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
That
I
gotta
mean,
be a
I'm not gonna lie
separate
too. Like
part.
me and Joe Bob already had a conversation about this. Like you know what I mean, that was our first go. You know what I mean, and we knocked it out of the park.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Every time you do something for the first time, it's a learning experience.
Everything.
For it
is,
to be
yeah.
that successful, it speaks volumes.
So
You know what I mean?
y'all took a take. It was
Yeah,
good.
yeah. And
No
it
loss.
went really well.
Dope.
But we saw every error that happened in between the success, and we're gonna capitalize on that. We're gonna touch on that, and we're gonna be nothing but better.
Yeah.
No way but up from here. You know what I mean?
Right. With that.
Yeah. So okay. So you were speaking about earlier. You were talking about Divine Models and what your company represents. Can you tell us about that and like what is your ideal for your company and how it started and all that?
Right. So I started out, we had the whole vision of it. Initially, also me and Nana, we had talked about it from a long time ago. And I was already like organically putting girls together is because, my brothers, I have, good friends that are in the music industry, right? So once in a while, they need me to pull some girls and I already know so many beautiful ladies. So I was like, you know what? I was already doing this and my brother right here, he's so well connected and so well loved. He kind of put the fire up under me for it. And, because we're like family.
Y'all know history.
So
Y'all know
it
each other
kind of
like that.
what it was is that I didn't want to disappoint him. So I was like really pushing hard for it to get this together and make this happen. And my vision for it initially, right? Because I was saying that a lot of ladies are so diverse, right?
Right.
Some are
Yeah.
Fish, gnats, and
entrepreneurs.
G-strings. I
Yeah.
saw it.
No, but listen, let me say this, right? They're business owners, entrepreneurs, mothers, right? So we have all these type of women, and I think initially I was like going for Divine, right? Like very prestigious, type thing. My bro right here didn't have the flares and the signs. They didn't come on time,
He
right?
came the very next day.
They didn't come on time. So he improvised and told the ladies, have at it on the stage, right? So it wasn't the look that I was going for initially, right? But we made it work and everybody had a good time.
Right.
Well, what we're gonna do different than the look that I saw?
Well, we
I
wanted to do.
and keep it lit. I told her that too, because the look that you saw made you want to go there,
You know,
right?
like, damn, I missed this shit.
You felt like you missed out, no?
Well, some of the
Like,
ladies,
good.
some of the ladies, they're more conservative than others, right?
got
And it's
Yeah.
not nothing wrong,
I respect that for
We're
sure.
all a sisterhood, right? We're just
Right.
we appreciate the diversity in the group, right? So some ladies are going to be out there and they're comfortable doing that, and others are not so much, right?
Right.
So it's good, it's no judgment. I just don't like the ladies to be disrespected or when people have
Right.
how do you say notions of how they are. They want to say or put them in a group like, oh, these are just hoes shaking ass, but they don't understand the women behind that.
Yeah.
But we're out there having a good time. Their job is to go out and have the crowd
Right.
hyped up and have fun, right?
They
So
did their
what?
job.
take it easy on the ladies, people.
They
Be
did
good
their
to my
job.
women. They're beautiful women, in and out.
When women dress like that,
Provocatively, yeah.
provocatively,
Mhm.
beautifully though. But yeah, give a man normally kind of more of a push. He's like, oh, I could kind of be disrespectful, whatever. Like it's just her job to be like that. Like, no, that shit an art too.
Yeah,
And
no,
being
for
sexy,
sure.
dope too. It's an art too, and y'all really did that. But I'm saying, like, yeah, dudes get it misconstrued. We be like, oh,
Yeah.
must be easy, really.
Yeah, but I mean, I still want the ladies to be respected in all ways.
Yeah,
Like
Absolutely.
everybody's
See,
different.
this is what happened. You let them vote, then they want respect.
Taking
know,
the hair
I
nets,
know.
put them on their legs.
I'm saying this. I knew he was gonna.
Right.
Oh,
But-
God.
I knew
but-
that was
Let
coming.
me find out you want equal pay too, bro. It's over, bro. It's over,
But as a
bro.
business owner too, so you have some concerns about, like legal aspects of it too,
Right.
right?
So
With the
with
women.
that part, I seen, look,
Mhm.
like he said, our first show,
Yeah.
it was a learning experience for me, right? So I see some of the ladies doing things that I really didn't want to happen, right? But I think of it like this, I have to look at it at a legal standpoint. If they're drinking or hooking up or doing anything like that, I have to protect these women, right? Because you never know what's going to happen. Think about look at Mike Tyson or look at
Your
people that
pro
things
kind of
happen.
Kobe,
I'm
everybody.
thinking like from people that have been successful in life, you never know. Women sometimes they come from different walks of life. You don't know. They might say, "Oh, I got raped," or "This happened to me," or "I was drinking." I
Yeah.
remember. So I have to make sure that the girls are sober minded and that we have our security there and that we're protecting each other as a sisterhood also.
Right.
That's
Yeah.
right.
Right.
Yeah.
No, and that's important, especially right. You're in charge of all these women.
Yeah,
Right.
so it's a
Yeah.
big responsibility.
Right.
And
Right.
I'm not gonna lie, I gotta give Maria her flowers though, cause I was watching from the outside looking in,
Thank you.
and she did that. Like,
Thank
mama,
you, thank you, bro.
she really did that.
You
Thank
You know what I'm
kept a
saying?
hold, you staying shit on.
She kept a hold. You know what I
check
mean?
that
She had
thing.
everybody in line. I mean, not that these girls need to be put in line in any way,
Mm.
but you know what I mean. She.
Speak for yourself, bro. Fuck that.
Hey, so I'm the angel, he's the devil. You feel me?
Right,
So
right.
we even each other out.
So what do you do, right?
So I book all the talent. You know what I mean?
Okay.
So like and
So
it's-
you book Divine Models?
so yeah, Maria's like my sister, you know what I'm saying? So we talked about it. Obviously Joe Bob talked a lot about it too.
He
you feel
does.
me?
She just found out, but yeah, he.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, no, I do that. I'll help with the models, I'll help with the talent, the vendors,
How somebody
You
get a
know what
hold
I
of you? Email.
Instagram, email, I'll shoot my phone number. I'm not hard to get a hold
What's
of, bro.
Instagram? What's email?
My Instagram is Kilmore KILLMXRE 925. You feel me? That's the best way to get a hold of me right now, cause I'll be flying through emails. You feel me? But I answer right away. I pick up my phone right away. You know what I
Right.
mean? When there's money
That's
calling,
cool.
yeah, I mean we answer. You feel me?
Yeah.
Money
And,
talk, bullshit walk.
and Joe Bob, the show you threw it. What'd you think? I mean, this is your first time throwing a comedy show?
Yeah, and it was dope, bro, because of it was dope because of like how far people came to come and support, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like I've seen other like rap shows and other things that people put together, and you'll see like the people that are performing come with a couple people, but once they perform, they're gone. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And this was something where people were here from the beginning to the end.
Packed house.
packed house. You know what I
Really?
mean? Shout out to everybody that came up, pulled up, man. All my vendors, all the support, bro. All the
Yeah.
homies that came from out the way and helped support it.
Yeah, it was like the
Well,
who's who of Northern California
Yeah,
rap was in there,
yeah.
dude. Like
really?
real
I'm not
shit.
gonna lie too.
It was
Like,
pretty star-studded for
Can we
sure.
go over some of that?
I don't mean
I
it.
wasn't
I don't
there.
mean to interrupt the homie, but like, not only that, but like, it looked like a big old homie crowd, but there was a lot of walks of life in that crowd.
Yeah, yeah. I seen
You
different
know what I'm saying?
comedians, different
Yeah.
artists, and
So like one of the comedians I booked, he's one of the best ones out. Like he's from LA. He drove all the way for 6 hours for a 15-minute set. Like if that doesn't show dedication for your craft,
Yeah.
I don't know what it is.
Right.
You know what I'm
Right.
saying? Like you drove 6 hours from LA. So I talked to Joe Bob and he gave me permission to give him a table. You know what I mean? We had the VIP tables. You get one free bottle. He didn't pay for the table. He didn't have to pay to
Yeah.
do his shit. But like I felt like he deserved it. Like when you're that inspired to do what you love, that you'll take that risk,
right.
then
Right.
yeah, you
Can we
deserve.
go over some of the acts and some of the talent there?
Yeah, no,
Big
for sure.
names,
Silliest
people
comedy, silliest comedy. Hey, shout out Silliest comedy. That fool killed it. He did a great job. You know what I'm saying?
We
He,
had Cocaine Cola come out
yeah,
from town, Richmond Bud, comedian
Wow.
Bud,
yeah.
and then
Chris Wright.
yeah,
Chris Wright's the one from
yeah,
LA.
LA.
Shout out to Chris Wright. You know what I'm saying? And we had a lot to learn about, and I promise you, it's gonna get better and better
It's
from
going
here.
better, yeah.
You know
Yeah,
what
but
I'm
also in the house though, we had the real pops.
Oh,
You know what I
yeah.
mean?
Yeah.
You guys
Stars,
Shout
and
saying? We had Rico Too
it
Smooth.
was
Rico
stars
Too
on the
Smooth.
floor too.
The stars.
Got the Masfeedman, which performed.
Man.
She
Killed
yeah,
it.
she did
Bo
her
Biz
thing.
pulled up,
Bo
man.
Biz, Mad Dog,
Oh, yeah,
Tone
wow.
Low
Yeah.
from
Man,
Theus.
Yeah.
shout out
Yeah.
man. Shout out He pulled
Uh,
Shout
up.
out the vendors.
uh,
Shout out Lions
Big
Main Choice.
Brew.
Yeah, Big
Uh,
Roo pulled up, man.
Really.
shit, we man.
Man,
It
hey,
was
I
a
had
star-studded event.
shout out to 707, my boy
Yeah.
Sharky. I did time with him in the pen. He pulled up. He
Yeah,
got his
Chuco
booth.
was in
Yeah,
there.
Chuco pulled up.
Yeah, fucking.
We had 100 seats in that room. All of the seats were full, and we still had a full crowd outside.
Yeah.
Like if
Shout
that
out to
doesn't.
Jesse too that helped the band.
Yeah,
shout
shout
out
out to
BBG.
Jesse. Hey, BBG
BBG
Studios,
And
man.
we grew up together too in Richmond,
Really?
so it's like his
Okay.
family. I had a lot of blood family there.
So you're from Richmond?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
Yeah,
wow.
shout out all my Richmond
What?
folks that pulled up.
Hey, I'm not gonna lie. I'm gonna take this moment real quick. Hey, shout out to my cousin Marcos Perez, bro. He's doing his first official professional boxing thing. It's in August.
That's on Saturday.
Yeah, August 31st,
Tomorrow.
Saturday. You feel
Wow,
me?
it's my daughter's
Yeah,
birthday.
yeah. And this is his first. He's first place Golden Gloves in the fucking whole state.
Really.
Second place in the whole country. I love you, cousin. I know you hate when I tell you people that, but hey, you deserve your flowers. He don't like second place. You feel me?
Yeah.
But he deserves his flowers.
My daughter
Second place in the whole country.
Shout out to you too, honey.
You feel me? And he-
Yeah. Hey,
He's
happy
a
birthday
Richmond
to
cat.
your daughter, man.
Yeah,
Shit.
no man, Richmond pulled up too, man. Richmond
Yeah,
pulled up. Shout out
Richmond
my
was
boy
in.
Low.
Richmond pulled up.
Mad
Pico
Bash.
pulled up.
I mean,
We
you
got-
can't even tell. Like we were filming live, you can't even tell in the video. But there was a packed house outside,
Yeah.
and there
Oh,
was
really?
vendors outside selling the tacos and stuff. But it was.
Can we shout out
it-
some vendors who all was there?
Yep. Shout out Lions Lane.
Marissa.
Lions Main Choice. Hey, shout out Lions Main Choice.
Yeah.
Yeah, pop up.
Yeah, no.
Pop in.
So
Come hop
Yeah,
on
who
the real
else?
lab.
Dope Flavors.
Some
Shout out
Dope
Dope
Flavors
Flavors.
was there.
Yeah.
God, I'm
Buns,
Yep. Cookies.
Baldies.
Yeah, Baldies.
Cookies.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Baldies.
for sure.
Come
Oh,
on,
yeah.
bro. We had
Oh,
tacos.
you got everybody.
We had
He
everything.
always lates me every time I show up at the event. He's like, I got y'all Hennessy and the juice. I'm like,
Yeah, for sure, bro.
All right, so look, I'm gonna ask you all each individual question. Like, what was the hardest thing about throwing like your first event?
The hardest thing was just so what I came up to the conclusion was you can't put everything on your shoulders. You got to put some trust out in other people
Delegate.
and delegate. Yeah, you got to delegate the work. You got to delegate responsibilities.
Is that
and-
hard
and-
trusting people to when it's your
Isn't it?
vision?
Oh yeah, for
Yeah,
sure, bro,
yeah.
for sure. But you know what? They made it easy for me.
Nice.
You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying?
Yeah.
But a lot of people are too scared to take a risk on. I had the right team around me and stuff like that, where it wasn't hard. It was
Right.
easy to say, "This is what I'm looking for. Can you help me out?" And this is it. You know, we had the venue spot, we had the ladies, we had the guys take care of the vending and the comedians, shit like that. My thing was just, public relations, marketing, promotion, really.
Right.
You
dope.
know, so
And the same question for you. What's the hardest thing about starting, entrepreneurship, starting your, Divine Models? Like, what is your biggest, uh, your biggest obstacle
The
so
challenge.
far? Yeah.
Oh, man, that's a great
Like, keeping the girls safe.
question.
You
I
motherfuckers
mean, I just
crazy.
want us to have. I guess my challenge, it's recruiting the girls has not really been that challenging per se. I think more so it's keeping us all on the same page, making sure that they feel appreciated too, because I can't do anything without them, you know. So I give them all the credit for showing up and being there for us as a team. Like that sisterhood that we have, I want to keep on growing it, and just maintaining that to me is a big deal, because I want to make sure that they're appreciated and they understand how important every individual is, because you know, like I couldn't do it without them. So
That sounds a lot like what all y'all women expect in a man. Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Right.
Next time.
Yeah.
Say real quick.
So do you guys get a lot of that where like
the
women's
cattiness.
the women
Oh, yeah,
like
yeah,
men who
yeah.
bring their women to shows or
No,
whatever,
no.
they get intimidated and
I
Front
mean,
running it.
I think that that's all those things are going to come up regardless. You know, we're going to come up when situations where, you know, some women want to, um, I mean, let's just say in the past, like what we experienced in the past is some girls feel the need to, like, they want to be the star of the show, right?
Yeah.
But that's one of the big things that I want to, you know, people have to just let go of the ego sometimes, right?
right.
Because, you know, they say one bad apple spoils the bunch, right?
Right.
So we have to all be on the same page. Of course, you know, there has to be, you know, a pyramid. There has to be order, right? So that's why I say, like, I'm gonna have to humble myself, you know, and I know that I have a lot of learning to do, right, as far as this goes. But you know, it's gonna be a learning curve, right? Because I need to know that my girls are gonna be there when I tell them they need to be reliable. You
Right.
know, that's a big deal. I need to make sure that we all respect each other. I need to make sure that I could protect them, right? Like that's a big deal to me, that they're protected. That you know, thank God we have the guys here.
Sure.
You know, what we have is
I
not
might
like
be a booking manager, but I'm also
no
security.
other modeling
we
service.
don't
I
play
can
around.
say, ladies, if you ever want to get on with us, you're gonna be taken care of.
Yeah,
I give
for
you
sure.
that, because the men we have are soldiers, and you don't have nothing to worry about with us.
Yeah.
It's
Not
gonna
only
be
the men, but us women.
oh yeah,
Yeah.
I got these
We're
hands
we're
too.
we're buddy to buddy. You know, we don't leave one
Yeah.
another.
Yeah.
You know.
I'm not gonna lie to you. Like I talked to a lot of the models like after the whole thing,
Yeah.
and like every single one of them said that they did not feel uncomfortable at all. Like they felt like they were at home with that. You know what I mean? So everybody did their job in that aspect.
So for you guys, drinks for free.
Uh,
Well, that's one
No.
thing I really I need to
I
put a
paid
stop
for
to.
mine. I was like,
I made my mistakes. I think we did a thing where was it a video, the one with Big Town, right?
Mhm.
We did a video. That wasn't one that that was not our first event. We went there, right? And so I was thinking the whole time, I'm like, personally, I'll tell you my downfall, right? I'm telling the whole time, like, I don't want the girls to drink too much. You know, we have to be, this is the business, this and that. Them baldies came in, and when them baldies hit, them baldies hit, and I was acting a fool. I made a fool of myself. And so after that, I really feel like, you know, it was a learning lesson for me, is that I need to be an example also. You know, I can't let my guard down. I have to know that this is
Yeah.
work. You know, at the end of the day, we have to, you know, be professionals, right?
Right.
So I can't,
Well,
and I have to be on my P's and Q's. Like I have to make sure that the ladies are good. I have to make sure that everything is moving
but
correctly.
you know, it's not only her. You know, we all make sure we take care of each other.
Sure.
You know, so
Yeah.
I try to take as much pressure as I can off of her. You know, because it's both of us running it at the end of the day, not just her. And I don't want to make her feel like it's all
Yeah.
on her. You know.
When
So
I drink though, I'm a hard head. You could ask Joe
Yeah.
Bob.
when it's
I don't
models
listen.
and acts, it's not a stable. Like what the hell you call a group of y'all? Like shit.
Mhm.
Just, you can't call them talent. That's like the point of the show. I'm just saying, like, fuck, we call y'all.
eye candy.
Right.
So
Right.
Pack of Wolves, Murder of Crows. What is it of models?
A pack
Ooh,
of,
that was a
okay,
good
you
question.
gotta run that by me.
Dang, he just jumped the
Like,
bomb.
You just said something
like,
This
like
motherfucker
that.
just.
you can't call y'all a stable of bad ones because that means something different. You know, this is
Okay.
what y'all
Yeah.
can't call y'all. What do you call just a group of models that on
We're
their best
goddesses.
like
We're
man,
goddesses.
We're
Goddesses.
divine. That's why we're
Divine.
Divine.
goddess and divine.
These women are.
We're divine women,
Dishwashers,
feminine women.
Cookers.
Those are wonderful
Cooks.
shirts.
Chefs.
Yeah. Laundromats.
Yeah.
Oh, he said dishwashers.
We do everything.
Massage therapist. You
Oh.
know.
Oh my gosh.
No, we do everything. You
Yeah,
know, like
yeah.
we're women. You know, like we celebrate our, you know, how we are as women, our beauty. Women celebrate their beauty, just like, you know, we appreciate men for taking care, providing, protecting. You guys do your part, and you know, us as women, you know, we do our part, right?
Yeah,
And
we
I think
hunt.
that
We
all.
hunt. Y'all cook. That's all we need.
Yeah, hunter gatherer shit.
I know some good. I know some men that know how to cook though. They know
I
how
know.
to
I
cook.
don't.
I
I don't.
love being in the kitchen. I cook.
My mama. Like,
So
baby, if I want to eat a cup of noodles, I'll do that in jail. You know what I'm saying?
How many
Like,
pizza rolls you want, baby?
oh
There
God.
you go.
So
Yeah.
same question with you,
Okay.
like you know what I mean. So you're doing the management, the talent booking,
Yeah,
right?
yeah, yeah.
What's the hardest thing for you?
I'm not gonna lie, bro. So like, shout out to Joe Bob too. Like, so like he mentioned it in one of the last podcasts about like I was down bad, bro. Like I was at rock bottom. You feel me? And like I took another step and fell even deeper. You feel me? And it got to the point that the people that love me, they love me so much that they couldn't see me like that. So it turned from love to hard love. You know what I'm saying? And I took that shit into my own hands, and I got it under
You
control.
give it a you
Yeah,
need,
you know what
right?
I'm saying? I took a break from everybody. I disappeared from everybody, and I worked on myself. You know what I mean? I got kids at home. You feel me? They need me. Everybody needs me. You know what I'm saying? And I got a lot of people that love me. Like Maria loves me. You know what I'm saying? Joe Biden love me. Everybody love me
Yeah,
because who I am. But I lost myself. You feel me?
it
But when
happened.
I found myself I burned a lot of bridges when I lost myself. You know what I'm saying? So like I lost myself and I got myself back. And when somebody burns bridges, everybody's like, nah, I ain't trying to fuck with bro.
Hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Like even though he's cool now, like I ain't trying to fuck with bro. Joe Bob gave me a chance.
Boom.
He's seen it in my eyes. He's seen like a lot of people seen it in my eyes. They're like, you're glowing now. You're shining now.
Yeah.
I had a homegirl the other day. So like, you look pregnant. You're going. So you know
Yeah,
what
hey,
I'm saying?
full of happiness because you usually don't hear like
Yeah,
that
you feel me?
story from a man. Usually that's a woman's story,
Yeah,
right? I'm just not no hate. I'm just saying like
yeah. No, you know what I'm
always
saying?
vulnerable and be like, man, I was down bad for a minute. It took a minute. I need
Yeah.
love. We come back up.
So
Boom.
Joe Bob was proud of me.
We
You
all
feel
need
me?
that
And
shit.
he gave me this opportunity. Like I'm not gonna lie, I've been rapping. Like I got a couple songs with fingers and shit. I've been rapping since sixth grade. You feel me?
I
So
heard
like,
one today was dope.
yeah, yeah, I appreciate that. Yeah,
I'm
yeah, yeah,
just
yeah.
mean critic.
I know.
Hey,
You know what I'm saying?
Angus here. He was here earlier.
He should be
He's
here.
here. Yeah, he's here.
Afuera.
Yeah, you know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
he's outside.
But like
Okay.
to answer your question though, like you know what I'm saying. So I went through my struggles. I went through my ups and downs. You feel me? I found myself.
Yeah.
He seen it. He looked in my eyes and he told me
Boom.
he was like, like
Yeah.
I think you could do this. Like I have faith in you. So like honestly, it was a lot of stress at first. Like it was a lot to be piled on my shoulders, but to be fucking treated like
With some
you.
love.
Yeah, you know what I'm
And that
saying?
message just saying like at your worst, just a little bit of love, a little bit
Yeah,
of homie support, a little
you know
bit
what I'm
of
saying?
brotherhood,
And like
put
that,
you
all
right
they
where you
wanted
supposed
me
to have
was to
been.
be better. You feel me? And now I got better, and now you know what I'm saying. And now, like, look at me now. You feel
What
me?
people don't understand about us also is that we are like we really are a family.
Yeah, nah,
We
it's
really are. We're around each
Maria.
other
I
on a
love Maria to
frequent
death.
basis, like on a frequent basis. And
Yeah.
these guys,
Yeah,
like, when I need, I'll say for example, when I need help, I'm a single mother with my son, and him not going to school. They took it upon themselves to have
yeah.
a talk with him. You know what I mean? Like,
Cause
we
I,
really, like you guys say, canalismo, right?
yeah,
The true definition is when you're on your in your everyday life.
yeah.
The
Cause I,
people that see you every day.
and when she hit me with that too, like she told me to talk to her son because he's not going to school. Like the way I like, I didn't have my pops in my life. Like I taught my abuela raised me, my grandma raised me.
Yeah.
You feel me? So
It was
like.
just Joe Bob.
I taught myself baseball, basketball, football, all that. You feel me? So like to be honored to like just guide little homie, even if he don't listen, you know what I mean? At least to give that handout that he hasn't got his whole life, that shit means something to
The
me. You
love or
feel
the
me?
knowledge at the very
Yeah, and it
least.
hurt him at first because nobody wants to hear that shit. Like when Joe Bob pulled me to the side when I was down bad, he was like, "Bro, like you're fucking up."
Yeah.
I didn't want to hear that shit.
Is he an OG to you or just
I
fam
mean,
or?
he a couple years older than me. You
I'm
feel
only
me?
asked because today's kids, today's youth don't really have a lot of OGs to
Nah,
do
yeah,
shit.
nah,
You know.
nah. You know what I'm saying?
They
Like,
judge you first, like you ain't doing shit yet.
Yeah.
You
yeah,
don't
no,
know
I'm
how
saying
yet.
that. And then there's a lot of OGs that are fucking whooped off the crank and doing all types of wild shit, bro. And we don't do all that. We don't indulge.
Don't do that.
You feel me? So like, it's hard to take advice from somebody that like you ain't even on our right regimen. You ain't even moving like we moving. Like how am I
Right,
supposed to
right.
listen to you, bro? You out here getting high. You know what I'm
You
saying?
can
Like,
learn from everybody, though.
But
yeah,
I
nah,
just
for
feel
sure.
like
Yeah.
you have to fuck up in order to learn. You know.
But mistakes
So.
is how you learn. That's a fact.
And,
Well,
you're
hold
never
on.
gonna
If he was
know.
perfect, you wouldn't know nothing but that one thing. He's
There's a
perfect.
That's
Like
true.
I can fry eggs,
right.
yeah, bitch, but that's it.
Yeah.
It's like,
Yeah,
But
nah,
it's a
straight
beautiful
up.
thing to see us as like I said, we're like family. We
Yeah,
all want to see each other win. It's a genuine thing when there's
oh,
sincerity and genuineness there, and we build these relationships and these connections with each other. That's why it's like a web. Like you guys do your podcast.
yeah.
I'm doing the modeling, he's doing the booking.
yeah.
We all want to eat, but we want to see our people eat with us
Are you
too.
finding
Let's
when you
all sit at the table and eat.
when you carry that on a business to have that same effect?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah,
definitely.
absolutely. That's a whole.
So, because I mean, Joe Bob was doing this comedy thing. He had us out there streaming live. He had y'all out there
Mhm.
working the models. He had you doing the booking, right?
Yeah.
So everybody came together. Everybody from different sides. Everybody came together as one to make an event happen. Now, this was the first of many, right?
Mhm.
That'll be going forward. So you guys gonna be at the Chico show?
For
Yeah.
sure.
Yes, we are.
And
The
we're
best
gonna do
will be
it
up
bigger
there.
and
Shit was
better.
fun now.
So
You
this
know.
time it's gonna be. I'm
Chico's
telling
fun.
you think that the first run was good?
Yeah.
No, this
It
one's
only
gonna
gets
be.
This is
better.
a trial.
Yeah,
Chico,
this one's
Chico's
gonna
next.
be.
We got Sacramento after that.
This one's gonna
We
be
got
good.
plays in the move for Reno. We got we're doing a lot of work. You know what I mean, it's a lot of footwork behind this.
Now, are you booking people for the next one
Yeah, I'm
already?
looking
Like,
for all the shows.
okay,
You know
are
what I
they gonna
mean?
be the same comedians or different ones?
I mean, a couple of the comedians that showed up, we fuck with them, but we're doing other shit. Like we're getting bigger. You feel me? Like we're able to get some like
We're gonna bring some back.
yeah,
We're gonna have some new
yeah,
artists.
Okay,
yeah,
We're gonna venture out
yeah.
the town.
Because a lot of people have that dream. You feel me? Like,
right,
and when they see how successful that was, like they want to be a part of that. You know what I'm saying? So like that's what we're gonna do with that. You feel me?
right.
It's only growth from here. Like even with the models, like they got over
Yeah,
30
beautiful
models.
ladies, you guys want
You
to
know what I'm
book with
saying?
us? We're doing a
Yes.
We
lot.
got
We're
over
doing
30
a lot
models.
in
We're
the
still
works.
accepting models too,
Yeah.
so
Yeah, shout
worldwide. We're
out.
trying to be worldwide. You know, we're trying to hit
Yeah,
every city, every
Right now, we're
state.
at
You
Sacramento,
know.
the Valley, East
yeah,
Bay, and we're recruiting in different areas. We have Visions. I want to give credit to Visions. Northern Cali Visions. He does beautiful work with his
Mhm.
photography. We're
Nice.
collab with him, and we work within our gentes. You know what I mean? Like
yeah.
he said, we want to see our people win, and so any beautiful ladies, you guys want to join the team? Come on, we're gonna get you paid. We want to all get the bag.
And how would they get a hold of you? Just to
Through
Through
Instagram,
Instagram.
what's shout it out?
Our page is Devine Models.
and then
All
also
one word.
my
Yeah.
get me at
Yeah.
Queen of the Jungle.
Hey, King was like,
Queen of the
I'm
Jungle.
following that.
Queen of the Jungle
Still
with two
pretty
E's.
Yeah.
pretty.
You know what I
Okay.
mean? Because
Yeah,
Yeah.
about that.
that's what it
Yeah,
is.
any models trying to recruit, y'all could DM me too.
Oh,
You feel me?
these
Nah, just like that.
motherfuckers. These motherfuckers right here. I was like, oh, look at this one. She's hella bad. They were like, we'll help you out. I'm like, oh, you
Yeah,
must
don't
be
worry about
good. We'll do the interviews.
So what's the criteria for being a model?
I mean,
Gorgeous.
Divine.
for me, it's like, I want
Hey,
I want
spin
a
around for a
diverse,
real
Yeah,
I
minute.
want a diverse
motherfucker.
group of
That.
women.
Yeah.
Because like I
Yeah,
say,
spin
everybody
around for the
has,
camera. Wait, real.
there's an
Look,
example.
Right there. That's the
again.
criteria right there. If you ain't coming like that, then don't come at all.
Oh, no, booking
No, but
agency.
we want a diversity. You know what I mean? Like
No,
everybody,
it's not about that.
everybody has their own, little flavor, right? Some like them thick, some like them flaquita. But it's not just that. I
What
want
does that
girls.
mean? I'm sorry.
Skinny.
Oh.
Yeah, I want
Oh.
girls to be. I
You
want
don't
them to
think
have a
that
good
good.
attitude, though. Come
Yeah,
with a
that's-
positive
That's
attitude.
what I was gonna say too. It's not even like she's gorgeous, but her energy is point. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
yeah.
It's all about
I want
energy.
you
I'm
humble.
very lovable.
Yeah.
I'm
You could be
goofy.
beautiful as fuck.
I mean, lovable, not goofy. I'm saying.
Yeah.
No, but really, I want them to be humble,
Yeah.
respectful, able to work well with people.
Right.
Able to be in a diverse different kinds of environment, and yeah, come with, be beautiful, but everybody has their own unique
Sure.
beauty, right? You don't have to fit a mold.
You gotta have
Everybody has
And
that.
being outgoing, right? That's
Mhm.
that's
That's
one thing.
that's
To
what
be
it is
outgoing,
too.
to be able to talk to
Go
people.
getter.
Yeah, all that.
Fluffy.
Male
bubbly,
models
all-
too. We're willing to take you too. Male models.
Nah. Now that Joe Bob's comedy trap house, we ain't doing all that.
Ready for male models?
Yeah.
And next up,
We ain't
the whole
woke.
building is empty.
Politically correct.
Sometimes you need the male models for the pictures. You know what I'm saying? Make it look
Nah,
nice.
we don't. We really don't though.
Oh,
We
shout
really
out,
don't.
shout out to Taylor, our one male model. You guys seen him? Don't hate on Taylor.
He's fired. No, I'm just playing.
He's securing his masculinity.
Yeah.
No, but it's a good time. They're against the male model thing, but I'm willing to take them.
Yeah.
Yeah, for other events though, not ours.
Oh,
You
come
know what I
on.
mean?
Well, just hire your people, man. Be like, yeah, well, I got male model gangsters for like
Yeah,
video
that's what we
shoots.
Oh
like.
yeah, for sure. We'd
That's
be
what we
locked the
like.
fuck out.
Your
Oh
movies.
yeah, I don't want.
you know
That's
what
what
I
I
mean?
want. Yeah, nobody saw. We want all that.
So, what is your plans for the future with Divine Models? Like, where do you see yourselves going? Like, what is your plan in the next 5 years?
I really just want to get more into mainstream. I want us to grow and expand, with our locations. Yeah. And I really want us to just be inventive, innovative and think of new things, like I don't want to limit myself. I mean, those are my short-term goals is to expand, go into mainstream, get the girls money coming. I want my girls to get paid,
Yeah, real money.
because these girls they bring the party. right?
Sure.
You deserve
Hey,
it. You
they
know,
do. I'm not
any
gonna lie.
event you got, they
That
bring
shit
the
was lit.
party, so it's well worth
That
it.
shit was
One of the
lit.
options is it can happen because you're trying. You know what I'm
Mhm.
saying?
Yeah,
You
shout out to
trying, no, maybe you
ASCMG for that
trying, maybe.
$10 donation, man.
Who hit
Shit.
it? Oh
Never
shit!
give
ASCMG,
up.
man.
Hey, I live by
Started off.
something. They say never say the word try because that means you have the intentions to fail. We doing.
You
Oh,
never
it
say
will
never.
happen.
But there was a
So-
joke in that saying. It said, "You try, maybe. You no try, no maybe."
Yeah,
No, but
straight
it's
up.
true.
You know
Your
what I'm
words are
saying?
Straight
So
up.
powerful. Your
Straight
words
up.
are very powerful. They carry
being that you
vibration.
care, want to get to that level and do these things, and you're doing
We
it. I'm saying
will.
instead of trying,
We
you're
will.
doing it
We're
right.
here,
But Joe
and
Bob,
we're gonna get here.
That's
Joe,
what
We're
up
here.
your
Joe Bob's smart with
potential
it
for
too. Like
success.
who he hired, like he knows me. I got mouthpiece. I can sell sand at the beach. You feel me? And if there's already sand at the beach, I'm gonna build a sandcastle. You know what I'm saying? That's the time I'm
Sell me
on.
some better treatment. My shit, I'm just playing.
You feel me?
Oh,
Like,
shout out Thuggy 510 Oakland,
Oh
man, for the
shit,
$9.99
man,
That's
good
right.
looking,
super
B.
chat, man. We appreciate you, man. One's in the air for that 360. Oh, they talking about you. That was that.
Thank you, thank
throw
you.
that
Hey,
in.
appreciate
See?
y'all, man.
$10,
That's what we need.
Any,
You wanna
anybody
do
got
a
any
beach?
questions or
Come on,
anything?
Hey, see how much you get for a 360, homie?
And look at you sitting pretty.
Hey,
Hey,
Jay King about
hey,
to do a 360.
they
Can
gonna
we get $50?
they gonna take that $10 back.
That's about another
I'm
motherfucker.
fucking with you.
Yeah. And some people with a sign. If you had a sign that said like, "If you love your woman, tip me," that motherfucker about to get the money. Had that shit at the lunch hour downtown and shit. She'll be like,
That's
money.
Yeah, man. So, okay, what else? What else you guys got coming up? You got any other events coming up?
Yeah, so we're gonna do the adult recess coming up with BBG Studios.
Oh
in
yeah, adult
September.
recess.
You know,
Jess was talking about
got
that, man.
that.
We missed the
Yeah.
first one.
Yeah, we have that.
All ladies one that's coming up.
Yeah, and on September 7th we have with Gata Mas Firme at the car show. You guys got to check it out. You know, she brings it. You know,
Dope.
Yeah,
don't
she's
just
about to
what.
come next week for the podcast.
Mhm.
Gata más firme.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
So we got that coming
Shout out
up.
to
you know.
homegirl too. She went crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah, for real.
We had her here. I think it got messed up in audio or something, but yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And
shout
then
out
of
to
course the
Smiley.
Chico
Yeah.
show coming up. So we have a lot of things coming up. You know, I know that
Yeah,
Denise
man.
has a video coming up. There's a lot of
Man.
new ones, but those are the most recent ones. But we have stuff in the works.
But we
sure.
still got openings too. You feel me?
So,
It's
so I,
still fresh, you know.
Yeah.
Someone asked if you were in a band's video.
Who?
Bands. Were you in band's video?
No, I don't know who that is.
You said
No.
who?
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
from Santa Rosa,
The
right?
one that did
Bands,
that lefty
yeah.
gunplay
Okay.
did.
Who?
The lefty gunplay
he
did.
did the Frankie shit.
Oh.
Oh, I don't think so.
Okay.
Shit.
No,
I
that
can't
was
really do it,
that's
so.
a negative.
Mhm.
Gangster Rap asked that question. Smoke Dog said shout out
He
from the
gonna be
ocean
anyway,
side.
y'all.
Mhm.
Anyways, man. So what else you guys got? What do you got coming up?
I mean, bro, like so. Shout
Chico.
out to Jesse at BBG. Yeah, we got Chico next. We got Shaq after that. We got Reno in the works. You know what I'm saying? We got a lot of places in the works. I had a conversation with BBG because he liked the outcome of the show. You know what I'm saying? He wants me to start booking his shit. You feel me?
That
So
is
like,
billings.
yeah,
Yeah,
I'm saying.
boom.
So like,
You have your own business entity.
yeah, you know what I'm saying? So like I'm booking for Joe Bob, but this is my business, you know what I'm saying? I got the LLC and all that. Like
You gonna stop there.
I contract.
yeah, he contracted me. Like I'm contracted through him. He gave me the chance, but I did what I was supposed to do.
Word up.
You feel me? And other people saw that. Like shout out BBG. I got other people telling me like they want me to, you know what I'm saying? So I'm gonna just keep working.
Yeah.
But as far as what's next, nah, we got the Chico show. We got a Sacramento show after that. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, Reno's in the works.
Chico's a blast, man.
Yeah,
Chico's a
nah,
blast.
that's what I heard.
Chico's a
You know what I'm
blast.
saying? I'm-
Nice college town, bro. That might be a real turnout. You got
That one's gonna be
It's
crazy.
fun. They participate there.
I'm gonna
They
do
love
my
the craft.
absolute. I'm gonna do my absolute
Women
best
is
to
pretty.
behave myself.
Yeah,
at
so
the
we
Chico
gonna
show.
we gonna get an Airbnb over there, right?
Yeah,
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 we'll be there with the ladies
we
too,
got a
so
couple
it's gonna be-
Airbnbs
it's
that
gonna
we're
be
grabbing
fun.
for that.
It's gonna be a real movie out
Yeah,
there.
we probably got like 2 or 3 Airbnbs that we gonna, you know what I'm saying? Cause it is a farther drive. You feel me? But like
It is.
we gonna look out for our people. You know what I'm saying? Our people gonna show up. We gonna show out. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? Like
Mudville Media said bands needs to be on the pod. Like, man, shout out to Mudville.
We have a
Um,
schedule.
shout out to Ben.
We
Oh, the brother, you
we'll,
good dude.
I don't think that's gonna happen.
yeah, we'll see. You know, you never know what the future holds. But
We'll go to the
Breathe
restaurant.
life
yeah,
in
go
that
for it,
bed.
man. Hey, Joe Bob, get back up in
Yeah,
here.
tag in, bro. Tag me in.
Go ahead.
Yeah. So, anyways, man. So, You guys stay doing your thing. You stay busy and
Yeah,
shit.
no, we actually have a lot of bookings coming up, and I'm excited about it. I just want to make sure that we keep the ball rolling.
Yeah.
I'm gonna keep on booking the girls, and
Yeah.
everybody. Like I said, we're doing everything. We want to start doing stuff like he got the photo booth. We're gonna have packages for parties with the girls. The bottle
Hold up.
service
What's a
and
photo booth? It's like a
the
kissing booth or
photo
some
booth.
shit. I'm
Yeah,
just
we
saying,
got the
like, get like
photo
a picture
booth
chick
and
or
the
something. I don't know. No.
all the ladies. You
I,
guys.
I told you I've been working, man.
Think about it. If you guys have any family members that have a birthday party and they want some beautiful bottle service girls personally for them, and
We do
we're doing
events,
that. We do all that. So yeah,
everything.
get a hold
They
of us.
doing bachelor
You guys do
parties,
ring
divorce
girls,
parties.
Yes.
ring
Divorce
girls and
parties,
stuff for like
Divorce
ring
fights and
girls,
Yes.
events.
all that.
Yeah.
Oh
Yeah.
shit, that's
We're
cold.
also trying to start helping out the community more too.
Oh
We're
yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
not
Let's talk about that. Let's
we're
talk
not
about that.
just
Like what?
models. We're
So you talking about like feed the homeless, backpack
No, no.
giveaways
So
and
this is
stuff?
what we're
not
doing. This is what we're
not
doing. We
just
had a
that,
whole group.
but
What was it? Okay, so let me tell you guys about this one. This is a big deal to me. I went with Ben Amador. I don't know. He does
Time
a lot.
done.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he does. So he does with Time Done, right? So we went to the Capitol, and that was an amazing experience. They
Yeah.
do a lot for the community, do a lot for people, expunging people's records,
Yeah.
everything, right? That's a big deal.
weren't you
So,
in it as well?
Yeah.
yeah, he
Yeah,
was there.
Yeah.
EFD was
Patch was there.
there.
And there was a lady that she was asking a question. She said, "What can the culture do for the community?" Right? I mean, what can we do? Right? And so that question was just like
You knew
resonating,
that too,
just eating
huh?
at me. Right?
See?
So I'm thinking to myself, I'm like, when I was young, we didn't have very much, right? So
Exactly.
I know that when a lot of my homeboys started getting involved, slanging and doing what they were doing, it's because our families didn't have money to get them the shoes and the clothes that they
It's
needed,
not
I
always
grew
that.
up in
and they
shelters,
get
as a kid, because my dad was in and out of prison. So, I know how it is. So, with us doing this, I think it's a good thing for us. It puts us out there more. It doesn't make us just look like a certain type of way that, people think that we
It's
are.
actually what it's really doing is it's actually making a difference where it counts too.
Right.
You know what I
Right.
mean? Where we got everything going on. We're trying to make money. We have our avenues, and we're doing our
Trying to help
shows. We're doing
people.
everything.
Yeah.
But what we're doing, the kicks for kids.
that's a
Uh,
big
Yes.
thing too.
Shout out my boy Toby. Sharky's Chicken and Fish out there in Vallejo. He's feeding the homeless over there out of his pocket. You know what I
Yeah.
mean?
Wow.
Yeah. There's like a lot in the background that doesn't get publicized as
Hmm.
much
Right.
because it's really an uphill battle. You know what I mean? And sometimes you need stuff like this to go on, like the Joe Bob's Comedy Clubhouse
Right.
and the No Paperwork podcast and
What she
everything.
just said. Yeah.
Divine and then now it's
Right.
kind of like you're bringing attention, you're bringing viewers, you're bringing ears, you're bringing listeners, and now you can also use it to also do your positive with everything positive for the community,
Yeah.
like the Kicks for
Right.
Kids.
So what we're doing is we're um fundraising for children have shoes, right? Like, but what we're doing is we're organizing in such a way where we have so many people that are like my cousin Gonzalo, you, the
Shout
Time
out
Done,
Gonzalo too.
there's
People that
so
can
many
bring
people.
people in.
Yeah, Ben,
Yeah.
sorry.
Okay.
There's so many people involved now, and now we're even gonna get involved with. I know GB. I think that he's
Yeah.
having an event,
Yeah.
and they try to push him back on that from showing the positivity that he's doing, and so now he has a backing where we're showing like, look, you can't do this to us. We want to take care of our children in the community. We
Right.
want to make sure that they're good. A lot of these children, like she said, they don't have their parents are in prison.
Yeah.
Their moms could be in shelters. You don't know
Yeah.
what's going on with them. They don't want to go to school and go to school and look bummy,
Him.
right?
Mom had to
So what are
raise
they gonna do?
5
Go
girls of
sell
her
dope?
own,
No, we're not gonna let that
So
happen because we don't want to keep the generations going into crime. We want to stop that from happening, and we want to show them that they're cared for and that we give a fuck.
and
Our
that there's
people give a
people
fuck.
there for them.
Yeah.
You know.
So we're gonna make some changes.
So
We're gonna do
instead
some
of letting
things.
the effect of this lifestyle kill you, you just gonna help motherfuckers don't not have to have that shit no more ish type of whatever. That makes
They know
sense.
that they're supported.
Talking weird
Yeah.
how we talk
Yeah.
sometimes, but yeah, support.
Yeah.
I lived through it. I've been through this. I smelt this, tasted this, lived this. We're gonna help support.
Cause
Just not
yeah,
happening to you.
right. Cause where does it start? It starts at the
They call
root
that shit give
with
back.
the family and the children.
Yeah, and it's a double-edged sword.
That's
Going
Johnny.
back to what you were talking about like there's a lot of things that don't get publicized as far as like charitable events and whatnot, but it's because like damned if you do, damned if you don't. So if you publicize it, you're giving it, oh, you're just doing it for the publicity. If you don't publicize, oh, you ain't doing shit for the community. So it's a
Exactly.
double-edged sword. So in my eyes, man, publicize that shit, right? Because if you're doing something for somebody, that can spark somebody else, that can give an idea for
True.
somebody else to do it.
True.
As long as you're not doing it maliciously and like, there was a guy going
Ill
off.
intent.
Yeah, there was a guy going off giving like McDonald's hamburgers, but wiping his ass with it and giving it to
Oh,
homeless.
that's
Like
nasty.
that was all on some fucking YouTube thing or whatever. But as long as you're not doing it maliciously or
Crazy.
telling fools to do stupid shit for the money, and you're doing it from the heart, like it doesn't matter what people say, as long as you know you're doing it. But like I said, I've seen things where people were giving to like the street vendors, and that encouraged me to do it. Now I
Mm-hmm.
didn't, I didn't go and publicize it. I didn't fucking
Yeah,
stream it,
yeah.
but I did it because
Right.
I saw it. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So if you're doing it and it's an event, publicize that
And
shit.
Yeah,
overcome
Don't
for
listen
overcome
to
the
what
short
people say.
stops. GP's
yeah.
promo for what he's doing, or GB's, I'm sorry, is a perfect example. He said intelligently how they will no longer let him throw it at the one joint. He's gonna throw it at the next spot now. He spit it very intelligently, adequately. He's telling you to come on. It's still okay now. That's
Mm-hmm.
it. He ain't been defeated. He ain't let that smut, that bullshit push him over, knock him down, and notice he's
Mm-hmm.
like,
Yeah,
still going.
shout out GB, man. I'll be there tomorrow,
Real.
man.
Yeah, shout out GB, man. He's a real one and he does his shit and he publicizes it, but you got to publicize it to bring people there, right?
Awareness,
Yeah,
yeah.
you got to bring
Exactly.
awareness. And
Real.
there's a like, right,
Right.
Right.
exactly.
I
Because
don't like the stereotype that they give our people that we're just so like how do you say like we have so many different facets. We're so how do you say like deep
Diverse.
diverse. I don't know the word that we use. We're very complex people,
right,
right? We're human beings. So don't put us in a box and say this is what you are and that's it. You know,
Exactly.
like you guys are fathers, you
Categorize
guys are business
as us,
owners, you guys,
as
are
one thing.
women, men in the union. You
Well,
know, these are workers, hardworking people. You
Shout
know,
out the union.
the
Yeah.
yeah.
powers to
Shout out
be
to the
right
union. Yeah.
now is the first time they're seeing that this entire movement has an opportunity and is headed a certain way. So they for sure get ready to start fucking throwing style of shit. You know what
Oh
I'm saying?
yeah,
Like,
I tried doing it was like I tried throwing an event and putting some shit together. We were gonna do like a raffle for kids to play sports that couldn't afford it. They were like, bro, well, you can't publicize stopping the. I'm still fighting the case. It's just a violent case. They're like, you're gonna put your face on telling people not to do. It was a little hypocritical for
yeah,
sure.
changed my mind.
yeah, but
The message
everybody
behind it was real.
everybody
You feel
goes
me?
through shit, right? And it doesn't matter if you're going, if you're doing time, if you've done time, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
Like we're all human.
yeah.
At the
Shout
end
out
of
my
the
lawyer
day,
too. I
People
think
make
I'm gonna
right,
beat it.
mistakes,
right. So I mean, sometimes you get out of character, but I mean that shouldn't negate the fact that you're doing something positive,
Oh no
right?
no no no
Just
no.
like,
I'm white. It wasn't me.
of course.
He loves his white privilege.
Yeah, but
He
I
loves
mean,
it.
but that shouldn't negate
Real.
it doesn't matter where you are, where you come
Yeah
from.
yeah.
Like it doesn't matter how hard you are, right? Everybody come from the struggle, doesn't want the next person to come up in the struggle, right? So when you come from that, right, you have sympathy, you have empathy for
Right.
other people that are going through it,
That's my
especially
biggest downfall.
kids, right?
My big heart.
Yeah,
Because
well,
I
I
know
mean,
how
That's
it
not a
because
And
bad
it's
thing
not a
to.
because
It's a
you've
downfall.
been
beautiful
there,
that
thing.
because
you
okay,
you
for
felt
instance,
because you felt that pain, right? You felt you felt your stomach being empty. You felt, walking to school with the holy shoes and shit like that. Like you felt the struggle. So when you got some, you want to give back. Like
Mhm.
just naturally you want to give back, unless you're just a piece of shit person. You know what I
exactly.
mean?
Right.
But like you see a kid, hungry, walking to school by himself. Sometimes, man, you just want to watch that kid just to make sure nobody fucks with him. You know what I
Right.
And that's the
mean?
Right.
definition
Like,
of being a good human.
Well, the
Yeah.
right,
thing is, we can't
Because the other half
allow.
goes like,
Yeah, we
fuck him
can't.
too.
But
What
we
right,
happened to him?
we can't
right.
depend on these people up here to care about us down here. We
Yeah.
have to take care of our own communities, our own
Right.
children. We have to be like, like what did you say when you talked to my son? You said we're a village.
Yeah,
You
we're a
know,
village.
we have to take care of each other because who else? Do you think they're gonna care about what we got going? And they don't even understand at all what we've been through. So who's gonna care if it's not gonna be us? Then who's gonna do it?
Yeah.
Right.
It's gonna be us.
You
And I think that's something that gets kind of overlooked as being homies, right? Like homies, like we fucking, you know, everybody, they publicize the bad, but nobody sees the good, and nobody talks about it. And yeah, I mean, if you know, you know, and if you don't, you don't. But I mean, we look out for each other, regardless. You know what I mean? And it doesn't matter as long as you good, as long as you in good standing, as long as you ain't got no paperwork on you, no bad charges. Like, you know what I mean? You're gonna get embraced and you're gonna get loved. You know what I'm saying? And that's one thing that gets overlooked. That's one thing people don't see is we're a support system amongst each other. It doesn't
Right.
matter if you're from Sac, Stockton, Vallejo, Antioch. You know what I mean? Like, hey, you see a homie, homie's doing bad. Hey, you help him out. You know what I mean?
Familia.
Yeah,
Familia.
and you see a homie's
Even if
kids
it's your
doing bad.
boss,
Yeah, you know what I
It's
mean.
not.
You
That's
want
not
to
the
you want to
most
see each other
popular
win.
tactic in other neighborhoods too, but from an outsider looking in, it's working.
No, I mean,
Yeah,
I even
It's
showed.
real. It's working.
I told all my little homies we was out. We was at a little barbecue and shit. You know, I'm wearing a hoodie, and he's put his arms in a shirt. Here, let's you know, let's take turns shivering before I just try to warm myself up and just go through. You know what I mean?
right.
Like that's what it takes sometimes. Sometimes you got to just share the pain, man, and share the warmth. You know what I'm saying? You got to be able to know that you could take off your sweater and take turns on fucking on shivering with this mountain. You know what I mean? Like that's what we gotta do.
Right. Yeah. So and that's a real thing. You know, you got a lot of people, that get the things twisted. You know what I mean about what we're about and who we are. You know what I mean. But anyways, that's us. No Paperwork Podcast. Joe Bob from the Mob. You know what I mean. Joe Bob's Comedy Trap House.
That was
Don't
good.
forget to go like and subscribe to Joe Bob's channel, Joe Bob. And what's your
Yeah.
Instagram?
It's Killmore925. KILLMXRE925.
Yeah.
And what was yours?
Divine Models XO. I got it. I probably
Models.xo.
dot XO. Yep.
DivineModels.xo.
Yeah.
Wow.
And
Yeah.
I'm gonna say it like this, man. Like I said, when you asked what was the hardest part about doing this show, man, they made it a whole lot easier for me. I knew you guys were showing up for me, man. A lot of people showed up, man, showed out, showed love, you know what I'm saying? And
Back to
and that
support.
came, yeah, that came with time of just me being me and interacting with individuals. It just as long as you don't step out expecting something from somebody, bro, and you just you know what I mean? People are gonna learn to love you. They're not, it's cool. You know what I'm saying? But because I ain't never faked the funk, you know what I'm saying? And kept it me. Every time I go out, bro, I get the love back, man. And we felt it like when you guys had me come on this podcast and you know, to co-host the podcast, when everybody came and showed up, when people came and did their jobs, I was asking the contract, it just shows that don't be scared to mix business with family. Don't be looking at the negative. Just trust the person on who they are. No, like if you think it's a snake, then it's a snake. If you think it's genuine, it's genuine.
Right.
It was easy for me and it's continued to be easy for me. And this is just an example of what can happen if you go out and you're genuine, you have a goal, like-minded people that are genuine. Also, you can build something magical, man, for
Right.
real.
You just
And
gotta trust the process.
and that's like the thing with you, right? So you deal with a lot of homies too, and homies ain't gonna burn the homies.
Mhm.
You know what I mean?
Never.
Like that goes without saying. So I mean,
Real ones.
yeah, real ones. So you got a lot of people you can trust, and you can get things moving and stuff, right? And we got a lot of things that we're working on too, right? Dog shows,
Oh yeah.
other events that are happening, other comedy shows and whatnot. So yeah, I mean, it's gonna be a beautiful thing. You know what I mean? And working with you, it's a blessing.
Likewise,
We
brother.
hope to work
Yeah.
with y'all both. You know what I mean in the
No,
future.
I
You
look
know what I
forward
mean?
to
And anything else you guys want to say?
Oh man, God bless the game, man. Keep striving, man. You know, keep doing better, man. We did this just the beginning.
Straight up.
And you?
I just want to say thank you to all the models that showed up. This is just the beginning. Thank you, Joe Bob. We got a lot going on in the future, and thank you for having us on.
I concur.
Straight
We'll
up.
have, we'll have all the merch coming up pretty soon, man. I know you want to see the pretty ladies, man. We might put them on the shirt for y'all, man. You know, talking about shout out No Paperwork Podcast, Joe
Oh,
Bob's Comedy Trap House, All Star
yeah.
Criminal, NOR, man.
Cheers.
All our fucking,
Straight
you
up.
know, loked out bullies, man. Man, shout out the home team,
Bully
baby.
Kings, dope flavors.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
My Frisco Exotic Bullies and Billionaire Pups, man. You know what I'm saying? It's my family too, man. So, you know,
Yeah, dope flavors. Well,
Oh yeah, for
good.
sure, man. Shout out Tigers Den too, Tubby. It was just his birthday too, so happy birthday, Tubby.
Tough.
Happy birthday.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was just
That's
his
right.
birthday yesterday. Everybody thought his birthday was like a week ago because they did
Oh.
a surprise party for him and shit.
bro, nobody knows when my birthday is because I spent so much time at juvenile hall and shit. I started having them every 6 months so I can catch up. So,
Oh God.
It's a brand new staff and shit. He's like, my birthday is like next
I'm
week.
tired of these motherfucking jail cakes.
My birthday's next week, and Nah, you like after 6 months. I'm not greedy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
6
Hey,
months.
Say, man,
you
fuck
guys
me
see
up.
that new thing that they have for like newborns and shit?
Yeah.
They have that 6 month birthday. Like they
I
celebrate
never
6
heard of
months.
that.
But
Yeah, they be doing that, man. My niece had a birthday for her son at 6 months,
Oh,
and I
wait
was
until
like,
they turn a year.
What?
yeah, until they turn a year. I
That's
was like,
just
man, you just
Happy
wasting money,
years.
man.
That's just a waste
My
of
kids
money.
don't even have a birthday till they're in school. You know what I'm
I
talking about?
wouldn't do that.
Hey, and why do motherfuckers go hella big on first birthdays? Man?
I
The
did,
kids
I
ain't
did.
good.
They
They
never
ain't gonna remember that shit.
Because
I
we're
did.
Mexicans and we want an excuse to party.
I'm not Mexican, but we had an excuse to party.
Hey, and the first birthday is always the biggest,
Oh,
and then the rest are like just little cakes with like
Whatever.
10 people.
right.
Man, that's fucked up.
One of
I
my
hated going
Turned
home
up
on
for
my
my
birthday.
kids.
my 15-year-old son on his first, we bought like 100 steaks. This fool ain't got teeth. He can't chew a motherfucker yet. But we had a hell of a party, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Hella beer.
All that.
Hella
In
beer,
the hood, it's
baby
the kids'
party.
birthday is an excuse to get together and just party.
Right.
Yeah.
for sure.
Motherfuckers had a piñata with shots in it. Like,
Oh, yeah.
come on. Like,
That's
look.
great.
Yeah.
I know what I'm doing tomorrow.
Dad, I got the Hennessy one here. Give it to me, motherfucker.
Oh yeah, we did all that for my kids. I
Yeah.
know people remember those parties
Yeah, that's
in the rich.
in the
Big.
rich. Yeah, that's how it be, man. Anyways, man, we gonna sign off right now, man. No
Yeah.
Paperwork podcast.
Appreciate
We
y'all.
hope you enjoyed this one, man. Devine Models, right here in the building. What's your company's name?
So is the
The
Untouchables.
Untouchables.
The
Yeah, the
Untouchables.
Untouchables talent agency.
Talent
You know what I
agency.
mean? Incorporated. My name is Kilmore. I like long walks on the beach. You feel me?
He also helps out at the Children's Hospital.
I love pina coladas, but I hate coconuts. So figure that out.
Yeah. He's also a surgeon, a child's brain surgeon. Yeah. He did.
Does charity
Yeah, he
work.
does all that.
And of course, Joe Bob, you know what I mean?
Bob.
But you all know him. He's one of the hosts here on No Paperwork podcast, man. And Jay King, insane. And we out there.
Man, shout out Fats, man. Shout out BFD
Don't
Fats.
Don't forget to like
man.
and subscribe, man. Do all that shit. Hit the likes, hit the shares, all that shit.
We over here just keeping it 100 without you.
Right. All right, then.